Hi everybody, it's Cathryn from In the Pink Designs. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator. All my supplies you can purchase from Stampin' Up through me at the address at the top of the screen, and it's also linked below. Today I use Sweet Conversation stamp set with the Sweetheart dies, and I made a little box with a banner on it. I love this. I think it's so cute. I used this, well, you can't really see it, but it's this heart, and let me get it out for you so you can tell. It's loose. Okay, there's other ones. There's a longer one and a bigger one. This one's kind of smack in the middle. So I cut 3 from real red cardstock, and it opens like this, and there's a little tie in there for the banner. The box measures 4 by 3.5 by 1.5, so a bunch of goodies will fit in here. And don't forget that this month is celebration until the end of February. Every $50 you spend, you can get a free gift from the celebration catalog. And if you join my team this month, you get $125 worth of product for $99 free shipping and 2 extra stamp sets because it's celebration. Okay, so what we need for this project is a piece of real red that is 10.5 by 7.5, a scrap of Blushing Bride for stamping the sentiment. We need 3 of those medium-sized hearts from the Sweetheart dies from real red cardstock. From the Sweet Talk Designer Series paper, we need 2 pieces that are 3.25 by 3.75, and 1 piece that is 1.75 by 3.25. And all of this will be linked below. It's on my blog, so you can click that to get that. Alrighty, so let's start with the large piece of real red that is 10.5 by 7.5. And I'm going to get my Simply Scored. And we're going to score the 10.5 inch side first, and we're going to score at 1.5, 5, 6.5, and 10. And then we're going to switch it to the 7.5 inch side, and we're going to score at 1.5 and 5.5. And that's it. Now I'm just going to fold and burnish. Also, anyone who purchases from me during celebration gets a free pack of embellishments. So if you make a purchase over $50, I will send you a pack of embellishments. Okay. Alrighty. So the skinniest rectangle is on the right hand side. There is a 1.5 inch strip at the bottom. I'm not sure, I don't remember. And a 2 inch strip at the top. Alrighty, and this is what we're going to do. Okay, so we're going to start. Remember, the skinny rectangle is on the right hand side, but we're going to start over here on the left, and I'm going to go to the first score line and cut it to the first score line, and then I'm going to wedge each side of the square. Okay. I'm going to go to the other side of this rectangle and cut it straight up to the first score line. Jump over the square for now and cut the next score line up to the first score line. And then wedge both sides here. Okay. Go to the other side of this rectangle here, cut it straight, and we're going to cut this one off. But we're going to just wedge up a little bit into the piece above it. Okay. Now we're going to turn it 180. I know I said 360 in my last video. I don't know why I said that. Sorry. Okay. So your skinny rectangle is on the left. I'm going to start over on the left. And we're going to get rid of this first little skinny rectangle and wedge up a little bit. Okay. Oops. we're going to leave this piece alone because this is our flat. And we're going to cut to the first score line, and then we're going to take 1, 2, 3 rectangles right off. Got a little bit cattywampus there. Right, that's a little better. Okay. And then the last thing is we're going to round the corners of the top flat. Okay. And this is what your cardstock should look like after you've scored it, cut it, and rounded the corners. Alright, and now I'm going to get some tear and tape, and we're going to put it on what's left of the skinny rectangle close to the score line. I'm going to use my take your pick tool, take the backing off, flip it over, flip the side with the tape, and then the other side to meet it. Okay, now this is the back where our seam is. So we're going to put the sides in and the back. And what I want you to do quick, just to keep these out of the way, is just dab a little bit of glue on these two tabs. Alrighty, and let's just put it down. Just keep it square. Alright, since we did that, let's flip it over. Make sure it's straight. And just push down on these until they're dry. Not dry, but stuck nicely. And we're still nice and straight, yes. Okay, now I'm going to put, you could put tear and tape on the tabs, but it's hard to see inside when you're trying to line them up. Alright, on the back of the front flap, we're going to put one piece close to the edge and then another piece extra. Since it's a kind of a large box, you can put a little bit more in case whatever you put in there gets heavy. Take the backings off, and then we're going to make sure it's straight again, and then just push it down, flip it over, and push down again just to make sure. Alrighty. Alright, now what we want to do is we want to push the sides in just gently and then squeeze the rest of the box. Just make sure that it matches up on both sides. Alright, and then the sides will go either as they want to, or you can give them a little push and they'll go all the way down. Alright, and that is just the whole box basically. Okay, alright, so now we need our DSP. Now the piece that is 3 1/4 by 1 3/4, you have to round one of the long sides, the corners of one of the long sides. Okay, and that will match up with the top flap here. Alright, and then the pieces that are 3 1/4 by 3 3/4 go on the front and the back. And I'm going to use liquid glue for all of them. Now we need some Velcro dots. And I'm going to put one on the lid, inside of the lid, right at the edge, and put the matching one with the adhesive facing me. Whoops, did I get two of the same? I did. This one we need. With the adhesive facing me. There we go. And then just close your box, make sure it's nice and even, and gently press here. gently pull it up and then reinforce it. All right, now while that's drying up a little bit, let's get our 3 hearts. And what we want is, you can use this side of the pointy side of the Take Your Pick tool and your Stampin' Pierce mat, and just poke 2 holes, one on each side of the high sides of the heart. But I'm going to use a 1/8 inch hole punch. And I'm going to punch 1 on each side of the top. And then what I'm going to do is get some baker's twine. And I'm going to go in the front and out the back on all 3. And just string them on. And you want to give yourself at least 12 inches here to work with. So I want at least 6 inches to the left of the hearts. Yeah, just so that it's easy to work with. All right, now I'm going to take this heart. Now on this one I used Wink of Stella on, but I think these I'm just going to leave plain. It looks cute, but we don't have any shimmer paper, the red shimmer paper this year, the glitters, but we have Blushing Bride, but I really wanted red for this. So I'm just going to use the red. All right, so now we need some dimensionals, regular size. And I'm going to put one on the back of the middle heart. All right, and I'm going to place the middle heart right in the middle of the box, about a 1/4 inch up from the edge, right in the middle. Okay, and then I'm going to put dimensionals on both the other ones on the back. All right, and I'm going to position this one just like that, like it's kind of naturally hanging. So I'm going to put it about right there. Alrighty. Take the dimensional off. You could always readjust. You could always pull the string tighter if it gets loose. I'm going to put the other one in the same place. A little higher. Nope. There we go. That's good enough. That doesn't have to be perfect. All right, so that's how I did that. All right, now open this up, and you want to take the tiniest little snip right above the score line. Just a tiny one. We don't want it to go in too far on each side. Alrighty? And we're going to pop our thread right into there. Okay? Or baker's twine, sorry. And then we're just going to tie it right behind it. Excuse my head. You could put a glue dot under here, but I don't want it to stick to this because you would need a really tiny glue dot. Here it is. There's it tied, and then you just close the box, and that's how you get your banner. Alrighty. Okay, now you can add the Wink of Stella if you want, but I didn't think we needed it. Okay, now for the sentiment, we're going to use our piece of Blushing Bride, some Tuxedo Black ink, and from Sweet Conversation stamp set, Happy Valentine's Day. And I'm just going to put it right in the middle towards the bottom. Okay. And then I'm going to get my cutter and I'm just going to cut it off. All right, and in this here, this one didn't fit the happy birthday, the happy Valentine's Day. And this little one, I guess this is just for decoration because I couldn't, there's no sentiment that will fit in there. If anybody knows, let me know. All right, I guess if you used your Stamparatus, you can make these straight. Okay, but this is how I did it. And then I just cut. Well, first let's take some iridescent jewels. And these are new from the new catalog too. Iridescent Rhinestone Basic Jewels. And I'm just going to put one of them on either side of the sentiment. Okay. And then I'm just going to snip it off at the edge on each side. Okay, and then I'm going to get some mini dimensionals. And then I'm going to put it right at the bottom of the box. A little crooked. All right. And then for the final touch, a little bit more iridescent rhinestones on the hearts. I'm just going to put one on each one on the side. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed my banner box today. If you have any questions, my email address is below. And if you would like to join, the link to join is below also. This one. I didn't cut the holes on this one, so I have to, that one slipped down. I have to cut a hole later. All right. Thank you so much for watching. I would love it if you would subscribe and hit the like button. And please, if you'd like to join, come be on my team. I would love to have you. All right, and I will see you next time. Have a great day. Bye.